last part of my solo trip to Seattle series. Apparently it's normal for cars to park like this in Washington. After Pike Place Market and Nana's Green Tea, Trisha and I headed over to Alki Beach. I could not believe that this was the same Seattle I was in for like the past 3 or 4 days. This was truly such a perfect day for the beach. The weather was so nice and we decided to go for a short walk. If the waves were a little bit bigger, this could have been PCH. It was still distinctly very Seattle because in the horizon you can see the trees. Trisha heard about a house that was covered in flowers from top to bottom, so we decided to go look for that. And then we found it. Here it is. Just so casually beautiful. She heard about this place on TikTok, so we didn't know if we were allowed to go in or if it was like someone's house, so we just like stayed outside. It was so sunny and the flowers looked so happy. I saw this sign and I was like, oh my god, don't cut down the tree. And then I looked closer and then they like sawed half the tree off. I guess the neighbors didn't like the tree blocking their view. After this, we headed over to Bellevue. Trisha works in Bellevue and she wanted to show me this one park that she goes to. This part of the drive was so pretty. Also, the sky was clear enough that we were able to see Mount Rainier. Is it Rainier? Rainier? This was the first day I was able to take a car to places since coming to Seattle. I was like, wow, this is so convenient. And then we spent like 15 minutes looking for a parking spot and I was like, okay, maybe not. Anyways, this is the park. It was so nice and so crowded. It was like a Sunday, so there were so many families and so many little kids running around. I should also add that it was very clean. Like, look at this water. There was a really popular ice cream spot in the area, so we decided to go look. And then we stood in line because the smell of waffle cones made us hungry again. It was starting to get really warm and sunny by this point. Really the best weather for ice cream. This place is called Molly Moon's Homemade Ice Cream. They had rotating seasonal specials and also just really unique flavors. You can even watch them make some of the ice cream and the waffle cones. We sampled a few flavors and ended up getting the lavender and the lemon covered in a chocolate shell. It seems like a strange combination, but it actually worked really well. We finished eating that, went to the bathroom, this was the key, and then ran back to the car. Because there was one more spot I wanted to go to in Seattle and they closed at 5 p.m. We were in a rush, but this drive was so nice. Also, we saw Mr. Mountain again. I feel like every time we saw it, it just got closer. We got to our destination with like 12 minutes to spare. This is me running out. Welcome to the Museum of Flight. I made a beeline for the gift shop because I just wanted to buy some souvenirs, and then the lady was like, okay, you have 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, thank you. I got a t-shirt and some hats, and then Trisha also was looking around. I wish I could have walked around the actual museum, but I'll just save it for next time. We just like looked at what we could see from the entrance area. I recognized one of the displays as the Paris balloon on the strip. I'm in Vegas even when I'm not. And then it was time for me to go to the airport. This is me with my new hat. I got to the airport like an hour before my boarding time, but this line made me a little nervous. It actually didn't take that long to go through. It took like 20 minutes maybe, except 2 of my luggages triggered like their little security system. But it was okay because the TSA agents looked at it and they cleared it. I was so thirsty at this point, but I just did not want to let myself buy airport water. It's like $10 for a Crystal Geyser. I just texted my mom to bring me water when she picks me up. Slapped a mask on my face because apparently there was a case of measles at LAS. The pilot was like, we're delayed 3 hours because of the wind, but good news, I got it down to 30 minutes. I don't even know how those negotiations work, but like, go off.